low. This next breath we're going to do, it really goes right to the source. I use this for when I have low energy or my vibe is very low and I'm basically in a state of depression. Anytime you want to call upon motivation, anytime you want to raise your vibration, anytime you want to get rid of inflammation, anytime you want to calm your mind, anytime you want to feel amazing, anytime you want to get high on your own supply, try this. So we're going to do 30 breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're moving air and oxygen with intent. The more air you move through your respiratory system, the greater the shift in the pH of your blood and the more balanced you'll feel. It's amazing. The analogy that I use is it's for anxiety. Anxiety attacks come when you lose control or awareness of your mind. And it's usually fear-driven. And what it does is it hijacks your mind and it starts to create hyperventilation. So if you've ever had an anxiety attack, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that haven't, the analogy I like to use is you have a hill and you have a train at the top of the hill and the train has no brakes. As it goes down the hill, it starts to pick up speed. And when it picks up speed, it's similar to how people breathe when they are having an anxiety attack. So it's like real panicky, fight or flight stimulation, and they're flying down a hill with no ability to control the speed or slow the train. So what we're going to do is we're going to mimic the train going down the hill, but this train has brakes, and the brakes, you can apply the brakes at any time you start to feel uncomfortable, like you're going a little bit too fast or you're out of control. But I'll apply the brakes on my 30th breath, and what that does is allow CO2 to build up in your lungs and basically kick in your respiratory drive again, because you're going to hyperventilate to a point where you're not even going to feel the need to breathe anymore, because you've pushed out all the CO2 from your system that is responsible for making you want to take your next breath. So sit comfortably. Don't do this while you're driving, and don't do it if you're in a body of water. In through your nose, out through your mouth, 30 breaths. It's going to be intense. It's going to be fast. You're going to feel tingly, and that tingly sensation is you shifting the pH of your blood from an acidotic state to an alkaline state. pH is a measure of voltage. You're basically raising the voltage of your blood, and that's why you're going to feel tingly, maybe a little bit lightheaded. So notice how you feel now. Maybe you have a little bit of apprehension. You're nervous. I'm not sure about this. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Notice how you feel after you do the breaths and see if all of that anxiety has dissolved. You ready? All right, let's do it. 30 breaths. Last one. Exhale. Hold your breath. Notice the sensations in your hand, sensations in your face, and know that it is just a shift in your pH of your blood from an acidotic state to an alkaline state. When you're alkaline, you do not allow inflammation to exist. You do not have an environment for illness to thrive. Your mind is calm. Your body's alive and relaxed. And it only takes 30 breaths. Breathing can either be medicine or poison. If we breathe properly, breathing can be medicine. If we breathe improperly, breathing can be poisonous. Ways to breathe that make your system poisonous are over breathing. So breathing too much and not getting rid of the CO2, which is your waste gas from your lungs. So when we breathe, our parameters for an average human being, an adult, are 12 to 16 breaths per minute. And if you breathe like that your whole life, it doesn't actually get rid of the CO2 from your system. So that's why full inhales, full exhales, allow for the proper exchange to occur so that all of the toxins can be released from your body. Breathe for wellness, not illness. Be well. Namaste.